Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see just what is going on when it comes to the month of November 2021 and your astrology. And just a quick reminder, you also have a monthly tarot card forecast also available on my main channel page. You can just click on my avatar below. I've got all of my playlists nice and organized there for you. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So, November. November is the last of what I've been terming as theme months that we're going to be working through for some time. Ever since the end of August, beginning of September, we've kind of come to this space where the planets kind of group up in maybe one or two areas and put extra emphasis there. After November, we're going to have a lot more diverse content when it comes to a monthly astrology, but we've got one more month of it, and here you go. Now, a big focus of this month is on your second house of earned income, employment, values, and valuables. At the end of October, we'll have had Mars in this part of your chart, Scorpio, where Mars will be all the month of November. The Sun is here up until the 20th of November. We've got Mercury here from the 5th of November through the 24th. And we've got a new moon here as well on November 4th. So extra emphasis if you can't tell. Mars in this area of your chart is giving you an opportunity to really rake in a lot of wealth really, really quickly, because Mars is all about action, passion, energy, obstacle clearing, but it also brings abundance and affluence through heavy labor. You're going to be finding that this is going to be a month where not only are you very popular and you are getting a chance to really stake your claim on some very cool competitive opportunities financially and professionally, but you may also find that you are working way more hours than you are normally used to, or that you would normally ask for yourself. Pay attention to know when things get to be a bit too much, however. We can sometimes, with Mars in a financial area, bite off more than we can chew or volunteer for more than we can deliver. So it's really important to make sure that you know your limits, but enjoy the ride as well, because this is a time where you could really be raking it in. We also have the Sun bringing attention, enhancement, and elevation to this part of your chart in the first 3 weeks. And so you're going to be noticing that you are on everybody's radar. You are becoming a prime candidate for better opportunities. If you've been trying to advocate for some kind of change in your role, in your position with your employer, or maybe you are trying to find yourself a new job, we'll talk about that here shortly, or you are trying to get yourself aligned or more closely associated with influences that are going to set you up for maybe a windfall or better pay. This is going to be the month we are going to see that happening. You're also going to find that the Sun is attracting more positive attention from different areas of clientele that you feel very much at home with. You're going to actually enjoy a lot of the clients and customers or colleagues that you are spending this time with. It's bringing in more friendliness. It's bringing in more levity. Mercury in this part of your chart is also going to be allowing for you to really add up when it comes to what you are earning with easier work. Mercury tends to bring in a lot of small gifts that stack up really quickly over time. You're going to be noticing that this is going to be a month where you're able to finish a lot of your projects on time or ahead of schedule. Even new things that get put on the table are cleared within an instant, and you are actually able to get more instant gratification from those payoffs. Mercury in this part of your chart as well is going to be speeding up any kind of processes that may be pending or that you may be initiating when it comes to important meetings, important interviews, important propositions, or offers that either you are trying to maybe bring to a head or bring to maturation, or you are trying to maybe speed up or get started, because between the 5th and the 24th, things are moving a lot more efficiently. And everything just seems to have, a shot of caffeine to it. There really is no waiting, there's no hesitation, and there are faster ripple effects being made in your income zone. This new moon in Scorpio on the 4th is also opening up a window between the 4th and the 18th for a lot of you Libra people to step into a new line of work. Now, if you are job hunting, of course, this could be very, very positive for you. But even for those of you that are not job hunting, or maybe you work for yourselves, this could actually shift what direction you are moving in, because you are getting a chance to play with a completely new role or a completely new source of revenue, a completely new base, a completely new salary. This new moon is a voluntary moon. I want to remind you of that as well. I mean, we always have free will, and you know I don't do fatalist readings of any kind because I don't believe in organized religion and all of that. So, don't worry. I'm not saying you have to do this if you absolutely don't want to change, but it is on the table for you. In fact, with a new moon in the 4th house as well, there is going to be an operation that gets its start this month that actually also widens an income avenue that you presently have, so that it not only pays out faster, but pays out a lot more. So you Libra people are going to be sitting very, very pretty when it comes to finances and anything to do with the practical, it looks like. Just make sure, again, you don't burn the candle so hot that we don't have a candle anymore. After the 21st, we have the sun moving into Sagittarius, your 3rd house of communications, pacts, contracts, commitments, peer groups, and your field, your vocation, your skill set. And shortly after that, on the 24th, we have Mercury following. This is going to be a time where you're getting a chance to interact and move with completely new crowds. And this is going to be very enhancing to a lot of the work you want to do, that you want to bring out to the world. Some of you may be actually planting your flag in a new community, so to speak, whether it's a new community you're going to consider to be your new home, or a new community that you are building around yourself that will be very enhancing to your life's work or your spiritual path. Closer friends, allies are being drawn more closely to you at this time. In fact, with the sun in the 3rd house, we tend to attract some very highly capable people that help really lift us up as far as, giving us the tools and giving us the resources and the hookup for ways for us to be able to start enacting new chapters in our own story, new chapters in our own work that make a bigger splash than what we could have done on our own. Mercury here is making this process happen very, very quickly. There could be some fast good news you're going to have to be ready to turn on a dime for between the 24th of this month and going into the first week or so of December. And you may also find that this is speeding up a transition, or maybe a negotiation, or something that you've already had as a goal or an agenda for this year that has not played out or panned out the way you thought, yet Mercury is coming in and doing a bit of a correction and perfection process on it. Finally, we also have Venus in Capricorn all month. Venus is in your 4th house of home and family from the 5th on, so technically not all month, but the vast majority of it. With Venus in the 4th house of home and family and your roots, this is going to be a time where a lot of you are getting a chance to shift environments, getting a chance to push yourself into a space where not only do you feel more at home with where you hang your hat, but also even transform the level of comfort in the atmosphere, whether this is bringing in a bit more luxury, living a bit more of an affluent lifestyle. A lot of you may be finding that this Venus in the 4th house is actually attracting a lot of good news also on the practical sense when it comes to home economics, good news when it comes to partner income, or possibly even shifts that are going to be happening with your own investments. Maybe the value of the house itself or a home-based business operation is going to be on the rise. This is also great news for those of you who are working on maybe bonding or healing relationships with family members, or if you are looking to maybe get yourself established in a new pattern with new people, like a chosen family kind of situation. Venus in the 4th house is also going to be really supportive for you here. And this can also spell beautiful news for anything going on with love and romance, because it's really helping you and a partner transform your home environment to be more of the kingdom, or more of the home you are actually feeling most at sanctuary with together, or most in sanctuary with together. In fact, there could be a lot of things going on in partner sensibilities with how they are conducting themselves in the home, making themselves a lot more free with themselves, a lot more at home with themselves, and bonding with you in much more sweet, much more sentimental, and simple ways that lay a new layer of glue on your bond. This can also be a time where some of you who are maybe looking for love may find love either in your neighborhood or in a new neighborhood that you may be trying to move to or orient yourselves towards. Now, finally, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, and this is occurring on the 21st. This is going to be a powerful full moon for everybody, because lunar eclipses last much longer than 2 weeks in their influence. A lunar eclipse, actually, its strongest influence goes for about 90 days. So we're all going to be feeling this until about the 21st of February. This is occurring in your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy, anything where you have financial enmeshments with partners, self-employment, all of that kind of stuff. With a full moon lunar eclipse here, there is a major clearing, a major transformation that gets started the 21st of this month. It may not happen all on the day, but will complete between now and the 21st of February. This could be the elimination of a debt. This could be the liquidation of a major asset or investment that's leaving you and all involved feeling very, very rich. Some of you may actually be closing up shop on a chapter in a financial story or a professional journey you've been on, and actually cashing out, or cashing in rather, on a lot of financial investments you have made there. And some of you may find that this full moon lunar eclipse is also bringing in more romantic energy, because as we go into December, a lot of you Libra people are going to find that more of the raw, passionate energy of the intimate side of the 8th house is on full blast. And so a lot of you may be cutting loose and getting pretty wild at the end of this month. So that is what I have got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.